Hello, in this video we're going to create a Bamboo plan that tests a Puppet control repository with Onceover and then deploys it to Puppet Enterprise using the Puppet Deploy for Bamboo plugin. We're also going to work through fixing some failing tests and doing an out-of-cycle deployment to Puppet. Let's get started. First off, we're going to need some details from the Puppet Master, which the plugin will need later. We're logged in over SSH, but you might need another team to get these details for you. We're going to need the cert name and a token. We can use Factor to get the cert name, and we're generating the token with a utility called PERBAC. You can follow the instructions from Puppet to do this by hand. The certificate is optional but will be validated if supplied. Make sure to copy the whole file. Next, we're going to install the plugin. Search the marketplace for Puppet Deploy for Bamboo Server. Click Free Trial, accept the license, and wait while the plugin installs. The plugin is configured on a per plan basis, so let's make a new plan and get started. Fill in the details and link the plan to your Puppet control repository in Bitbucket. Now let's configure the plan. We're going to be doing some testing using Onceover, and this requires a Ruby development environment on the agent running the job. The plugin documentation points out exactly what's needed, but the easiest way to get up and running is to just install Docker and use an image. We've prepared an image that has everything you need except for the Ruby gems. You can use this as the basis for your own image or just use it directly. Let's configure the job to run with a Docker image. And now let's add the Onceover task. The default should work fine in most cases, so we're just going to click Save. Next, we're going to add a Puppet Deploy task to deploy code to Puppet if Onceover passes. We just need to paste the details collected from the Puppet Master into this screen. We're also going to skip automatic deployment of the production environment. To test deployments work, we're going to deploy the development environment. You could also choose to deploy all environments. The task shows us the deployment result, and we can look at the JSON from Puppet if we need to debug a deployment problem. This looks like it worked, so let's click Save, then Save and Continue to finish setting up the plan. We can configure plan branches so that each Puppet environment gets its own test and deploy pipeline. Let's tell Bamboo to make new plan branches whenever someone makes a new branch in Git. Old branches will automatically be cleaned up. We already created some branches, so let's tell Bamboo to use these too. Let's have a look at the plan branches Bamboo created for us. Since we ticked Enable Branch, Bamboo will immediately test and deploy all of our branches. These will take a little while to run, so let's fast forward to the results. Since this Puppet control repository is used for testing the plugin, there are some deliberate failures. Let's have a look at one of the passing plans, Development Branch. We can see the environment was deployed to Puppet, and we can look at the tests that Onceover ran for us. We've also enabled code quality tests for good measure. Let's see if we can fix one of the failing branches. The fail Onceover branch has some code that causes Onceover tests to fail on some systems. Bamboo sees this as a new failing test since this is the first time the plan has been run. Let's have a look at the error. Onceover shows us where the problem is, so let's go and fix it. We've got the control repository checked out already, so let's switch to the fail Onceover branch. If we load up the file that Onceover said had a problem, we can see a deliberate failure. Let's delete this code. Do a commit. And push it back to the branch. Now we can check our fix in Bamboo. The Onceover tests ran automatically when the branch was pushed. We can see the build is now green and shows one fixed test. In the log, we can see the environment was deployed OK. While we're checking things, let's see what the skip environment setting did to the production environment. In the logs, we can see the environment was not automatically deployed. To deploy this environment, we have to do it manually, either by running a command on the Puppet master or through the plugin. Let's click through to the Puppet deploy task settings. And choose to deploy the production environment. We can see deployment was OK, and look at the JSON from Puppet if we need to debug a problem. You can deploy code to Puppet whenever you like using this interface.